ICE detains all the farm workers, are you guys going to be ready to go out there and pick your own produce? I don't think so. The immigrants are here and they do jobs that the Americans don't really want to do. Just leave them alone, let them do their thing. They're here making a living for their family. Most times they're sending money back home to their countries to help their families that are a lot poorer and a lot worse off in their home countries than they are here. Families belong together, not divided. Children do not belong in cages. I don't know what to say.
You got it, you got it.
No, I'm gonna get
You should get you know why? Because it's look.
People want to sit there and complain that immigrants don't belong in this country, but little do they know our ancestors are immigrants. Everybody in this country comes from immigrants. This nation is a nation based and built by immigrants. So I don't see what the big deal is if people want to come here and make a better life for themselves.
Right.
And the government does not always make it easy for them to become legal citizens.
Say it. Speak.
No.
Say it.
Hello?
Okay, I turned it up. Say it. One. Okay, there you go. Rodney's on.
People are so quick to judge somebody just by the way they look. Just because they look like they're illegal doesn't mean that they're illegal. And even if they are, so what? They're not bothering you, so don't bother them. We need to shut down these detention centers. There's no reason for Kern County to have 4 ICE detention centers, let alone McFarland having 3. A small-ass town like that with 3 detention centers.
Where it's predominantly
Hispanic culture, Hispanic residents. What are they going to do? Go door to door and snatch up the people and detain them if they don't have their papers? Then McFarland's going to be a ghost town.
right. The model was with the
and the whole reasoning behind them wanting to do these detention centers is so they can raise the poverty level in McFarland. Little do they know, most of the people there making the money are the immigrants out there working in the fields, picking the produce, and cultivating.
Yeah.
Once they detain all of them, where's everything going to go? What are they going to do? Shut everything down and build new buildings? Build another Starbucks, another freaking Habit or something?
It's crazy. Now our food will be twice as much because you're getting rid of the pickers. California is the biggest ag state. We provide all of the agriculture here. So it's crazy that we have the biggest agricultural development and we have the most ICE detention centers in Kern County. If they put all of them away, who is going to pick your fruits and vegetables? Who is going to pick your cotton? Who is going to make you eat your fruits and vegetables and produce? Yes, it's cotton.
That's in pockets.
It's ridiculous. There's always a cause and effect, people. If they keep putting them in cages, who is going to pick for you? Who is going to be out there in the 115-degree weather? Not a soul. So you're kidding yourself if you're not going to stand here and support ending ICE, because it's a cause and effect. Whatever happens to these immigrants here that are undocumented in these detention centers, we're going to have a race of people not loving us. They're going to hate us. Those pictures aren't pretty. It's downright awful. No beds, silver fucking blankets, poison food, being stole from their mother at the end of the night to turn out to be sex trafficked. The detention center problem affects all of us. If you want to say save my children or save all children, then no child should be in a cage. Whether or not their parents came over here to make a better life for them, they should not be living in cages. They should not be evicted from the projects to end up in a prison. It is your problem that you have created, and we are wanting to change the way they are doing modern.
Did you just say kill them all?
No, he said build a wall.
Huh?
He said build a wall.
Oh, I thought he said kill them all.
Sounded like you said kill them
I was like, what?
Oh,
Oh
well.
my God.
People are evil. You know? I know that man says build a wall, but see, those are just words. It's already built, and we're having this problem. See, ignorance is a disease for privileged people. When you live of privilege, you chant out stupid stuff like that. The way that we treat people in this America is not a great one. You kill black people on TV, and you cause the movement for BLM. Now you have children in cages that are Mexican, Argentinians, Guatemalans, Africans, from
Asian.
Nigeria, Asian, all undocumented. Everybody wants you to think that they're just talking about the Hispanics that are detained in these prisons, but there are my brothers and sisters that are in there that are Nigerian, they're Asian, so many others. And I have not seen one Canadian that is not white in the detention center in all those pictures, unless they're lying to us and they don't want us to know. You say ICE is not a problem. You get pissed off that you have to pay for the prison. So now they change one hand for the other. Now you're going to have to still pay for the immigrants when they stay in the federal detention center. We're still going to have to pay for it. And I don't care if you laugh at me, because the joke's on you. You are the ones that are not woke. You are still asleep, living in your nice, comfy home, on your nice, soapy beds, while there's children and people living on slabs of cement, trading them on the NASDAQ like modern-day slaves. But you're God's children, right? You love all God's children. But if it doesn't look like you, it's not of God.
Turn that way.
All lives matter, right?
No, I'm going to say that.
Everybody sits here and wants to say that they love God's children, but they are lying because they are dividing movements because of color. God sees no color. He is the only one that can say he sees no color, but a man can't because a man is imperfect, and with his imperfections causes destruction beyond our fathom in your brain to see the way we are treating God's children in cages. It doesn't matter if you're in a white church, Mexican church, it doesn't matter. We are all God's children. It doesn't matter if you're Muslim. It doesn't matter if you're Christian, Krishna, Hindu. He created all baskets. He says, love thy neighbor. But all I see here in Bakersfield is hate and divide. If we believe something that you don't believe in, you're not for the same cause. But I'm here to tell you, if the divine spirit is telling you to save your children, then you should save the ones in cages too. They are more harm every single day of their life. No child
to be raised in a cage like an animal. You used to have niggas in cages for zoos. So we're exchanging it. We're putting Mexicans in cages and imprisoning them. That's how you're showing us minorities look. Beneath you. Not your problem. You don't have to worry about it. It's not in your back door. But until you can't get your fucking bananas, then it's gonna be a goddamn problem. When you can't get those freaking pistachios down all 9, then it's going to be your problem. Because guess what? All of the Mexicans are gonna end up in the detention center. Are you gonna just think they're gonna wait for somebody to walk up there and give themselves up? There are plans in place that the news is not going to tell you. Building a wall didn't stop shit. They're here. And we're paying for it. They said, fuck the wall, make a prison, put them in there. It's more cost effective. Who do you think has to pay for that? Not the government. No, the average freaking person making minimum wage, paying all your taxes, and now you're gonna get taxed to pay a damn detention center. 4 in Bakersfield, 1 in Mason Verde off the 204. You pass it every day by the freaking damn housing authority. How ironic. And then you got 3 of them in McFarland where the populace is mostly Hispanic.
It's not even Black Lives Matter.
I know.
You fucking idiot. It's like Black Lives Matter. Yeah. Ouch.
Standing here gawking at me shows me that you live a privilege, saying fuck Black Lives Matter. Well, you know what? If you love God, then you would have no harm, no hate in your heart to scream heinous things just because you don't believe in them. Because the God I know wouldn't do that. He wouldn't scream things of hate. He would scream things of love. But I don't see that out here. I don't see 1 inch of love in Bakersfield. I see a bunch of racist motherfuckers. I call it how I see it. Bakersfield is fucking racist. They don't give 2 shits about those 4 detention centers. On fucking Labor Day, they were open up on Labor Day in McFarland. 2 more, so that makes a total of 4. 4 detention centers, people. Your aunties and uncles, you better say bye. Have a nice day, because you might not see them. You think they have them there just for looks like a blockbuster? They trying to trade them like slaves. They are giving them water with high levels of lead and not giving a fuck. Just went into the damn courtroom to watch it. Before my eyes. The judge didn't give 2 shits about the Mexicans that had high levels of fucking water in the dang detention center. Passing them like trade cards. Modern day slavery. God is looking down on all of you individuals here that are separating the cause. They all land to the same freaking point. Everything is happening in one freaking location. Humanity is in need of change. Humanity is in need of compassion. Humanity is in need of ways of hate. Some people think that it's their opinion, but they are living off of hate. There are
people. Now they're messing with the Mexicans and the Nigerians and the Africans, putting them in cages, putting their whole families in cages, giving them spoiled food, stealing their babies to put into sex trade. But you say it's not a problem because you're free. But if you're a minority here in this United States, if they're getting comfortable by putting minorities in cages and they're already shooting us on TV, who do you think will be next? There's always a cause and effect. Open the fuck up. Open your eyes. This is not a game.
You got a phone call, Kim.
Huh?
You got a phone call.
Who was?
You finish it?